What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. I know you guys could probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, guys, definitely y'all want to check this one out. It's got a major backfire coming for that Biden administration as we got Trump-appointed border czar Tom Homan now firing back after the selling of our southern border wall, guys. I'm excited to get into this one. So now I'm straight into it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
No, it's disgusting that they're going to take that border wall, which like you just said, we pay top dollar for, and selling it for pennies on the dollar. Now we got to rebuy it. It's ridiculous. However, a little bit of good news. One of the companies actually reached out to me, willing to give us that border wall products back at what they paid for it, the pennies on the dollar, giving us back for the same price. So I think Ken Paxton, the AG in Texas, took immediate action. I know I've been working with Lindsey Graham, taking immediate action. So right now I think we got them stopped. But it's insulting. They wait 4 years just before we take control to sell a main piece of our plan to secure that border.
And this is all intentional, guys. This is a part of the ploy, the plot. I'm not sure if this is Biden or his admin or, who's pulling the strings at this point, but it's apparent that they're trying to get in the way and, create traffic for Donald Trump before he takes office January 20th. It's not going to work. Trump's cabinet, Trump's administration is working diligently to make sure they do not block or get in the way of anything that Trump is trying to, improve. And that's what it seems like they're trying to do here. Like, why? Why would they sold it for pennies on a dollar, our border wall, and this is worth top dollar. That just lets you know that this was a petty attempt try to get back at Donald Trump ahead of him taking office.
Before we take control to sell a main piece of our plan to secure that border.
Nasty piece of work. I'm glad it stopped.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. And really, I think it just goes to show the sentiment in the country. The general feeling and the policy priorities of the people are so antithetical to what the Democrats and their agenda is pushing that this is the kind of thing that's happening. There's such a demand for border security, not from the Republican Party, but from the people. And so the people stepped in, and in this case, a private corporation, and basically sabotaged the saboteurs. The Democrats, I think, got a little taste of their own medicine. They thought they'd be able to get away with this, but productive members living in these border states said absolutely frickin' not. Will not happen. And they stepped in, bought all the materials, and now they're planning on shipping it right back, or probably just leaving it where they found it, to be honest. And this whole situation, I think, is a perfect example of how the Democrats play these partisan games. They're so consumed by their hatred for Donald Trump that they're willing to embarrass themselves to this degree. They're willing to undermine national security just to stick it to them. And obviously, when you're so consumed by rage, well, eventually you're going to end up stepping in it. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. Selling off border wall materials for a fraction of the value wasn't just a bad idea. It was clearly viewed as an act of spite, and I think everyone was able to see that, and that's why people jumped to action here. And what an amazing act of patriotism this was. And actually, as I'm saying this, I'm remembering a clip we played last time when we covered this story. This clip from Fox News with Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
Means business, and President Trump means business. And I don't know if you heard the latest today, Laura, but Joe Biden is now hauling off the border wall that's been lying down for years, and he wants to auction it off starting at $5 a piece. Message to the White House right now: I will bid on all of that wall, and we will buy it in Texas, and we will give it to Donald Trump. So I'm going to find out first thing in the morning where are we going to take the bid. I've got $1 billion in my pocket to do it. I write the budget with Senator Joan Huffman. We have the money. We're going to have about $6 billion in our budget for border security.
Dan, don't drive up the cost. Don't drive up the cost. The first bid is only $5 a piece of the wall.
And I will go in and buy it all.
He announced a plan to purchase the border wall materials and then send it right back to Donald Trump, and it seems the plan worked flawlessly. And now Democrats are sitting here with egg on their frickin' faces. What an utter embarrassment. And just when
and it really just shows you too, the levels they'll go to, how low they'll truly stoop in order to get at or hit Donald Trump. I mean, come on. They go this far and it all just backfires boomerang every single time. This is the Trump curse right here that we're seeing full effect. They try to come after this guy with some bogus claims or, some charade, some antics, and it never works. It always ends up, backfiring right onto them. It's crazy. think they would give it up by now.
With egg on their frickin' faces. What an utter embarrassment. And just when you thought the embarrassment couldn't get any worse, well, it does. Remember when Donald Trump asked the Biden administration to stop selling the border wall?
And what happened is they just, as you see, they're trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar. And that's really, that has nothing to do with a smooth transition. That has to do with people really trying to stop our nation. And people have already come back to us that have deals at 5 cents and 4 cents, and one guy at 3 cents on the dollar, and they offered to sell it back to us at more money than it cost us to build substantially. Can you believe it? So they make a deal with the United States to buy it for pennies, and then they call us and they say, do you want to buy it back? We'll sell it back to you for hundreds of dollars a foot. Hundreds of dollars, from pennies to hundreds of dollars a foot. And we can't let this take place. The Democrats. So I'm asking today Joe Biden to please stop selling the wall. We're going to use that to create a strong barrier, and it worked. That's why our numbers were so good. It really worked.
I mean, isn't it an act of treason to go against our national defense? I mean, come on, you guys. Someone needed to be held accountable for their actions right here. Maybe even a lawsuit, some type of legal action needs to be a follow-up behind this. Main question that comes to my mind is, where is this pool of money that has been drawn in by selling off these materials illegally, our border wall? Like, who's in charge of that? Legal filing action may be necessary in that case.
Listen. And it worked. That's why our numbers were so good. It really worked, and it worked well. And it's very expensive to do. And I'm asking Joe Biden to stop his people from giving it away. It's something that people can't even believe is happening. So,
well, it seems the federal courts were paying attention. We now have this report claiming the courts have now blocked the Biden administration from selling off portions of the southern border wall. Donald Trump actually chimed in on the issue on his Truth Social platform. He wrote, breaking, in a major, crucial win for America and our national security, a federal judge in Texas, based on papers we filed just a few days ago, has prohibited the Biden administration from selling any materials designated for the border wall that has been wrecked by Biden and his cronies, and which I am going to rebuild in order to protect our country from violent migrant crime, fentanyl smuggling, adult behavior trafficking, terror attacks, and heinous nation-ending disasters. The judge has also ordered an investigation into the illegal selling of those materials, which will expose just how corrupt and anti-American radical Democrats are. I am honored to be joined in this vital case by the great states of Texas and Missouri, and applaud Judge Drew Tipton for doing the right thing for our country. We have to protect our borders and save America, make America great again. In other words, a double whammy. Not only do the Democrats take a massive L, they're taking 2 massive L's. The materials they already sold off at pennies on the dollar got bought by a group of based Texas patriots and then simply returned to the hands of Tom Homan, and then the rest of the wall material that hasn't been sold yet is now being blocked from being sold. It's just perfect. This whole debacle essentially showing you exactly who's who. On one side, you have Trump, who put America first and prioritized border security as a matter of national importance, and on the other side, you have Biden and the Democrats, who are so blinded by their hatred of Trump that they're willing to sacrifice public safety to score cheap political points. They overstepped and miscalculated big time.
Yo, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Liberal Hive Mind. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. Those who want to go over there, check that entire thing out. Also, you guys to go over there, show our friend Liberal Hive Mind tons of love, tons of support. He's a great guy. Oh my goodness, guys, this right here is truly sad to see. You know, the links they'll go, how far low they'll stoop down. And you got to really cherish and be grateful for these types of moments and situations where folks like that take their mask off and show the world who they truly are. You know, believe them the first time we see they are truly only in it to get this guy down, Trump, or stab back at him. They've been, you know, think about it. We've been under Biden's administration for the last 4 years. What has he done as far as border security? You know, there has been a crisis across our nation as far as our borders being just flooded. And you're telling me at the end of your term, you go and you try to sell off pieces, pennies on the dollar. I mean, what else are we to think? That was a very spiteful move. I'm not sure if it came directly down the pipeline from Biden or who in his administration authorized this, but I mean, come on, it just truly shows you who we're up against. I mean, they keep trying to point and put the finger on Donald Trump and say that it's him. He's the hateful one. He's the one that, you know, is so partisan. He can't see past, you know, the greater good for our nation. But it's them. It's them, guys. They would rather have an open border than Donald Trump be able to say that he was the one that, you know, put that border all up piece by piece. I mean, come on, you guys. Definitely hop in the comment section, though. Let me know what y'all think. And also make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We